So today we will discuss about the types of motion, right? Types of motion. So number one motion we have, which is basically translatory motion. Translatory motion, right? Now what is this basically? We'll discuss about this translatory motion. Now basically what is translatory? Actually, if a body moves all its constituent particles with all its constituent particle particles in equal interval, that motion is known as translatory motion. What happens if a body moves with all its constituent particles in interval, that motion refers to translatory motion. Okay, I know that you only understand by this. For example, as you can see over here, like I have applied force on this object. This is ball, and all the particles of ball are moving in a same line. In a same line, the path is same, right? It is moving forward in a forward direction. So it means it is a translatory motion. Okay, for example, this is a ball. Okay, and I have applied force, right? And now it will move from here. Now it is moving here. Now it is moving here. Right? So it means actually, wait a minute, let me draw this diagram more good way that you can understand this properly. For example, I'm having this is actually the road, right? And my ball is moving first from here. Here is my ball. Then ball is over here. Then ball is over here. So ball is moving, right? So what and I have applied force. Now what happened basically, this ball, the particles of the ball are moving in with its ball, like all the constituent particle, or like all the particles of the ball are moving with it. Here you can see no other particles. If it's coming here, so no other particles over here. Then if it's coming here, so no other particle is here. So it means the ball is moving with all its constituent particles in equal interval. This kind of motion is known as translatory motion. Then you'll be wondering that why it is known as translatory, like it's moving in curve, right? So basically this motion is translatory. That curvilinear and rectilinear are the parts of this translatory motion. Okay, let me describe in a more better way. Okay, let's divide this translatory motion. Okay, so you can see in this given diagram too that, okay, read this. Okay, it's an example of translatory motion. This is example of translatory motion. Okay, when a car moves from position 1, this is position 1, to the position 2, this is position 2, as shown above in this diagram. The front wheel moves from A, this is front wheel, right? And this is the point A, to A dash, this is A dash basically, right? The back wheel, like this one, B, moves from this B to B dash. The motorist moved from C to C. This motorist is this person, right? This is moving from C to C dash. And the headlight moves from this D to D dash, such that all the distances A dash, B dash, C dash, and D dash are equal. The distance covered by A to A dash, B to B dash is equal. This type of motion is called translatory motion. This shows that there should be equal in distance, right? So this is example of translatory motion. Now let's divide this translatory like this. Is divided into translatory motion is divided into two more motions, right? Okay, let me divide it over here. This is divided into Okay, let me write over here. The number one is rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion. And number second is curvilinear motion. Right? Now, what is rectilinear motion? Basically, rectilinear motion means, let me write it over here, that if a body moves in straight path, that is known as rectilinear motion. If a body is moving in a straight path, that is known as rectilinear motion, right? Okay, for example, over here, right? For example, this is a path, and this is a ball, right? And I have, the shape of the ball is not good. Okay, let me draw it again. Okay, this is a ball. Okay, and I have applied force on this. I have applied force on this, and it is moving. It is moving. It is coming here. Then it is moving. Right. This is coming here. So it means that my ball is moving in a straight line. Right. My ball is moving in a straight line. So this type of motion in which your ball moves in a straight line is known as rectilinear motion. It is type of translatory motion, right? So remember one thing, that rectilinear motion is a type of translatory motion. Let me write over here. Rectilinear motion is a type of it is a rectilinear motion, a type of translatory motion. It is a type of translatory motion. Let me highlight this for your convenience. Rectilinear motion is a type of translatory motion, right? Okay, so we have another now. Let me so dark. Okay, now let's come to another motion which is known as curvilinear motion. What happens in this? If a body moves in a curve, that is known as curvilinear motion. The body moves in a curve. For example, this is a ball and just moving like this. This just moving in a curve. Basically, just moving in curve, right? So this type of motion is known as curvilinear motion. Basically, this curvilinear motion is also known as projectile motion. This is known as projectile motion. Why? Because this is actually 2D motion in 2 dimension. But now we are only discussing the motion in 1 dimension. So in this chapter, we'll discuss about this translating motion, and in other chapter, we'll discuss about this curvilinear motion, this projectile motion, right? Now you will be wondering, then what is the circular motion? So basically, for your convenience, let me write up here. Circular motion is a special type of curvilinear motion. It is a special type of curvilinear motion, right? Let me write over here. Let's highlight circular motion, the special type of curvilinear motion. For example, if a ball. Now, what? Let's talk about what is circular motion now. What is circular motion, right? Okay. What is circular motion? If a body moves in a complete circle, that is known as circular motion. If a body moves in a complete circle, that is known as circular motion. Okay. For example, this is the axis and the body is moving. For example, This is the ball, and the body is moving first in this, here, then this, here, then this, here, then this, here. So it is moving in a circle. You can easily see over here, it is body moving a complete circle. So that's why it is known as circular motion. So I hope this is clear to you. Let me choose another color for the highlighter so it's light. Yellow is fine. Okay. So I hope this is the concept of translatory motion and rectilinear motion is both clear to you. Now let's look at another type of motion which is known as rotatory motion. Which is known as rotatory motion. If a body rotates to its axis, is known as rotatory motion. Let me find an example over here. Rotatory motion. So basically, our Earth is the most common example of this rotatory motion. Why is not appearing? It has gone. Okay, wait. Let me explain you like this. Now, what is rotatory motion? If a body moves in its own axis, it's actually rotates, is known as rotatory motion. For example, Earth rotates at its own axis, right? This this is example of Earth, and Earth basically rotates. This Earth, and it rotates it in about its own axis. About its own axis. So the example is Earth rotates. So you can see over here how this Earth is rotating. The Earth is rotating, right? Okay, then we have another type of motion which is known as, it is known as vibratory motion. It is known as vibratory motion. Now, what is this? See, if a body moves to and fro, that is known as vibratory motion. If a body moves to and fro, that is known as vibratory motion. Actually, I'm telling you the easiest definition so that you can understand it in a quite easy way, right? Now, vibratory motion. Okay, so here actually this is an example of simple pendulum, but actually they are also example of SHM, simple harmonic motion. Let's take this. Okay, this is basically okay. When again, let's read the slide. When a part of an object moves to and fro about its fixed position, or you can say that fixed position is known as its mean position. About its mean position. About its mean position, it is said to be vibratory. It is said to be in vibrating motion. For example, this guitar. If you touch your hands and you try to move this, so the strings actually vibrate. The strings actually vibrate, right? So this is example of this vibratory motion. So I hope the types of motion are clear to you. If not, you can DM me, you can comment down. I'll be very happy to answer you guys.